Angela's eyes gleamed viciously. The party had been going so well. Everyone had been congratulating her and joking about her sister Nora. Why did Lisa have to stick her neck out and try and speak up in Nora's defense? It was too ridiculous. Angela was about to pass the photo to Lisa so she could watch her try to swallow it whole. But suddenly, a fair, slender arm reached over and plucked the photo out of her hands. It was Nora. Without a single glance at any of the girls, she balled up the photo in one fist and grabbed Angela's hair in the other. When Angela opened her mouth to cry out in pain, Nora stuffed the photo into her mouth. Her actions were as slick and smooth as butter. It was only when she tasted the bitter paper in her mouth that Angela finally pulled away. She was about to spit it out when she heard the woman say, in a low and indifferent voice, "A bet's a bet, Angela. Swallow." Angela froze. She looked at Nora as if she were a ghost. Angela didn't recognize Nora at all. Her hair was tied in a low ponytail, with a few strands escaping to wisp around her neck. Her skin was as smooth as silk, fair and clean. She was an exceptionally beautiful girl, nothing like the Nora in Angela's memory. But still, she thought, that voice is familiar. Can it be? The other partygoers had finally noticed the scuffle and gathered round. A boy frowned. "Lady, who are you? Angela is Mr. Gray's fiancée. You better not piss off the Grays." Nora didn't reply, but she released her hold on Angela and walked up to Lisa and said with a smile, "Thank you for standing up for me." Lisa bit her lip and asked uncertainly, "Is it really you, Nora?" "Yeah, it's me." Everyone was stunned. They stared at her incredulously. A voice piped up from the back of the crowd. "Wow, she actually looks really good now." Everyone looked at Angela again. She was widely considered to be pretty, even genuinely beautiful. She had always been proud of her looks, but standing next to Nora, Angela looked dull and plain in comparison. Angela could sense the judgment of the crowd. She felt as if she had been slapped across the face. Her cheeks were burning hot with humiliation. It was her own fault. She had deliberately told Nora to come back and announce that she was no longer engaged to Anthony during the birthday party. Angela had wanted everyone to see the two women side by side and know how much more beautiful she was than Nora. It wasn't supposed to go like this. Nora was turning her into a joke. What happened? Nora's father, Henry Smith, strode into the room with his current wife. When he saw Nora, he was taken aback. He cried out, "Nora, is that you?" The shock on his face was clear. He too had never imagined his elder daughter could be so beautiful. The light in Angela's eyes flickered at the sight. Suddenly, she burst into tears and pulled the photo from her mouth. She wailed as loudly as she could for the crowd. "Nora, I'm sorry that Anthony is breaking off his engagement with you. I know you hate me for it. Take it out on me as much as you want." Her sobs snapped their father back to reality, and he reached out as if he were about to hit Nora himself. "Nora, Anthony is breaking off his engagement with you because of your bad choices, your cheating, the pregnancy. You ruined that relationship yourself. What does your sister have to do with it?" His words made Nora feel cold as ice. 5 years ago, her father's cruelty had broken her heart. She was about to defend herself when her stepmother, Wendy Simpson, suddenly came forward to restrain her father. "There are so many people watching, Henry. There are more important things to worry about right now." Nora blinked. More important things. Henry suppressed his anger and spat, "Come upstairs with me." They gathered in Henry's study. Henry, Wendy, and Angela all sat together as a family. Nora sat opposite them. She leaned against the sofa, her eyelids drooping. She knew the expression must make her look ridiculously angry, even hateful. But anyone who really knew her would understand that she was just tired. Henry went straight to the point. "Nora, the Greys have agreed to cancel your engagement. Your sister will marry Anthony instead. It's also your sister's birthday today. Why don't you give her the company that your mother left to you as a wedding and birthday gift?" Angela added eagerly, "Your pregnancy scandal embarrassed all of us. You nearly dragged the Greys down with you, And their reputation still hasn't completely recovered. You've got a lot of mistakes to make up for. You can start by giving me the company. Henry passed the contract that he had prepared in advance to Nora and said, "This is an ownership transfer agreement. Sign it." Nora's eyes went cold. It was obvious the Smiths had been the ones to resist cancelling the engagement because they wanted to use the marriage to climb up the social ladder. The Greys had also refused to cancel it for some reason, though Nora didn't know why. But now they were all trying to blame her for everything. Everything that the Smiths had came from Nora's mother originally. They had already claimed the house. Now they were trying to take the company. Nora felt her stomach coiling in disgust at their greed. She looked up from the paperwork and said, "No."
To find out what happens next, download the Pocket FM app and listen to the audio series Saving Nora for free.